Hello everyone, welcome to the Comic and Movie Show. My name is Deshaun, and today I'm here to review the new trailer for Pacific Rim 2. I think it's called Uprising. I think it's called Pacific Rim Uprising. I'm not sure. Now, I'm going to give you my thoughts on the first Pacific Rim. The first Pacific Rim I thought was a okay movie. I thought it had some fun action stuff, it had some cool stuff, but the stuff with the Jaegers, the whole connected minds thing, I never liked it. Even Seth, who fucking loves fucking Pacific Rim, even says that's kind of a dumb thing. I never liked it. I thought it was kind of stupid. And the cast was so-so. Charlie Day got a little annoying to me. Charlie Day got annoying, and it's kind of upsetting that he's going to be back in this one, because he got annoying to me. Him just going around and doing his typical Charlie Day thing. Like, it's fine on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia for what Charlie Day does, and, you know, it works in other locations, too. But he just turns up his whole Charlie Day thing that he does up to the max, and it just gets a little annoying at times. Ron Perlman was in the first one for like 5 seconds and then died. Spoiler alert, just dies for like nothing, basically. And like the first one ended pretty definitively, which is why I'm surprised that this one's happening, because the first one ended pretty definitively. Now, if you didn't know, this Guillermo del Toro, I can never fucking say his name right, worked on the original one. If you don't know his work, he worked on the Hellboy movie, Pan's Labyrinth, many other things. Crimson, I think it's Crimson. Is it Crimson Peak or Crimson Tide? I think it's Crimson Tide. Is it Crimson Peak? I can't remember. It's that movie with Tom Hiddleston in it, which ended up being pretty okay, which ended up looking great. Guillermo del Toro, in my opinion, is like, he's in this. He's a notch above Zack Snyder in terms of he's this kind of director who makes things look beautiful. Like when you see what he does, it looks great. It looks beautiful. I mean, the Hellboy practical designs. He's great at doing practical designs. Fantastic at that, and it's cool. You see it in Hellboy. You see it in Pan's Labyrinth. You see it in other things he works on. And you saw his influence on the original Pacific Rim. It was fun. It was like Pacific Rim was like Gundam meets a little bit of Power Rangers with the tone of what Guillermo does, because you could tell what was practical and what was CG, and he does a great job making that CG look a little practical in the way he does it. Though Guillermo had a little bit more dramatic stuff going on with his too. So the first Pacific Rim, I would have given a 7. I thought it was a decent movie. I thought it was a fun enough movie. Maybe a 6, but 7 or a 6. I could flip flop either way. You can convince me on either side. It was a decent movie. It had fun parts. It had parts that bogged it down, but overall it was decent. But I never felt like I needed to see a sequel. So once I saw this trailer up there, I was like, okay. First of all, always Boyega. Damn it, I always forget his name. Boyega. If you're wondering who I'm talking about, he's the actor who plays Finn in The Force Awakens, and in the Star Wars franchise right now. He's the actor who plays him. He's the lead in this new Pacific Rim, and the trailer starts kind of with him, like him monologuing, talking about, we're fighting for the end of the world. And I gotta say, this trailer did not get me very excited. From what I saw, a lot of people were getting excited. It didn't really get me. And I gotta admit, like I said, I thought the first one was decent. I thought it was decent to good at times. And this one, to me, just looks like it's going to be worse than the first one. First of all, Charlie Hunnam, a.k.a. guy who's the lead character in Sons of Anarchy, and if you want me to throw out a recent movie, King Arthur. Him and there was this Japanese girl, I can't remember her name, they were the leads. They were like this duo, and they saved the fucking world. You don't see them in this movie. I haven't heard a glimpse of them being in this. I'm wondering why they're not back. So that's weird. I feel like we're going to have I'm going to say it, this movie, the tone and everything, the way it looks compared to the original, it reminds me of Independence Day Resurgence. Like the fact that the main characters aren't there, but there's like little ancillary characters who really didn't matter to the big part of, who really were just like okay, who really, they made points, but they weren't like the main points. Who are back, like Charlie Day's back, the other guy who was with him is back, but that's it. You don't see anyone else. You don't see Charlie Hunnam and them. And then on top of that, I'm sitting there like, wait, they destroyed that thing, so how is that even possible that they're back anyways? And And the other one felt like a dumb action movie, but this one looks like a dumb action movie. Like I'm not saying that. If that's your thing, then go and see it. You know, you're probably gonna enjoy it. But I wasn't looking forward to this anyways, and this trailer did nothing to make me want to. I mean, they played the Tupac song, or they played a Tupac song over it, which was kind of cool. But it was just, it felt like, I was like, dude, if I wanted to see this, I would have watched Power Rangers. That's what it looked like. The CG looked like that and everything. And I actually dug Power Rangers. But that's just me coming from a personal nostalgic point of view. But this doesn't have me like that, so it's got me questioning it. Like, I don't know, man. Like, what's the deal? Like, I'm not sure if I'm looking forward to this movie. I'm still not looking forward to the movie. The trailer's fine. Like I said, there's nothing really to say about the trailer because they really don't give anything away. It's just really laid out. Like, Boyega's monologuing about, we're going to stand up. This is our last stand. We're going to fight for, the world. And they're all standing together. It looks like it reminds me of Transformers / Power Rangers, which is not a great thing because the original, no matter how it got, I can look at that original Pacific Rim and be like, I see what they were going for. They hit it at points. Sometimes they were off. And my hope was that they were going to get Guillermo del Toro to come back for the sequel, but he didn't. Guillermo del Toro did not come back for the sequel, which I can tell right off the bat from the way it looks that he didn't come back because he wanted a bigger budget and he wanted to do it bigger and better. But the original Pacific Rim, really didn't make a lot of money. It made its money back and more money. It made money, don't get me wrong, it made money, but it just didn't make as much money as the studio hoped. So Guillermo wanted to do it bigger, so they got rid of Guillermo to bring in this new guy who can work with the budget they want to give him, which alone right there tells me this movie is not going to be as good as the original. Like, I'm not looking forward to this movie at all. I think I've been just kind of beating around the bush about it, but I don't know, man. I don't know. But what is your opinion on the Pacific Rim? I think it's called Uprising. I'll find out before I post this up, and I'll get the right title in below. But that's my review of the Pacific Rim Uprising. I think it's called trailer. Like I said, make up your own opinion. That's just my opinion. If you love the original, if you got hype for this trailer, comment below. Like, that's just my opinion about the movie, the original movie. That's my opinion about this trailer. It was just kind of a so-so trailer to me, but. Alright, thank you for joining me on the Comic Game Movie Show, and I'll see you in the next one.